woman shot and a man's luxury watch stolen. It happened around 2 p.m. on the patio of a popular Italian restaurant on North Cannon Drive. Witnesses say 3 men approached a table, pointed a gun at a man's head, and demanded his watch. That man fought back. The gun went off, one of the bullets striking a woman in the leg at a nearby table. The robbers took off running with the man's watch. Our Robert Kovacic spoke to the victim just moments later.
He had a gun, yeah.
And what did he do with the gun? Did he show you the gun?
He put it in my head.
And what did he say to you?
No, come on. Give me the watch, I told you.
What do you think about all this?
Gotta leave LA.
The news in you, north, east, west, south, unite from every alley and Cali intersection and back street. At an Italian restaurant in Beverly Hills, a woman was shot during a botched robbery for a man's $500,000 watch. He had a Richard Mille. I never heard of it because it's a $500,000 watch. And he was robbed for it at this well-known celebrity hotspot Italian restaurant called Il Pastaio around 2 p.m. They said it was a very high-end watch. He sounds like he's from another country, but it goes the same even from people in the United States. You come to California, you have to be careful out here in California. That goes for everybody. I'm from Cali. And you definitely have to be careful. We hear about it all the time. Rappers coming to Cali, getting robbed, getting killed. These big cities are dangerous, people. And it's not just Cali, New York, Chicago, Atlanta. These are dangerous places. You got these lurkers out here. You got these young boys out here, and this is what they do. They sit around and look for people to rob. Nowadays, these young kids, they ain't even trying to do the petty robberies. They ain't trying to hit the regular normal person for his little tools and fuse. They going for the big boys. I've noticed that of late, that they go for the big boys. They go for the rappers, the entertainers. And that's why I say it's dangerous out here. You know, and I was telling somebody the other day, I said, you come to California, and I would say it's probably the same anywhere you go, but I'm from Cali, so I'm going to say California. You come to California, you go down to L.A., you go over there where the Nipsey Hussle Memorial at. You be like, man, I went over there in L.A., over there by the Nipsey Hussle Memorial, man. They didn't do nothing to me. Then you go back home. You come back again, and next thing you know, you get killed. And that's like anywhere in L.A. where you go there one day, and nothing might not happen to you. You might not see nobody hanging out or nothing. And you think, man, L.A. ain't as bad as I thought it was. And this is where people make their mistakes. L.A. ain't bad as I thought it was. I went and did nothing happen to me. Come on, y'all, we're going to go back to L.A. Then you go to L.A. to the same area you was in the first time that you came to L.A. And you go there, and this particular day, guess what? It changes because L.A. is unpredictable. It changes quick and it changes fast. You can go somewhere in the daytime and be like, oh man, it's nice. You go back at night and be like, oh my goodness, this ain't the place I was at earlier today. And that's where people make their big mistake when they come to LA. You come to LA and you go to these spots, it looks like ain't nothing popping. Then you go back the next day or something and it be total chaos. Everybody's out there, the lurkers, the jackers, the gang members, and you be like, whoa, I didn't see this coming. I went here and bought some clothes last time, and it wasn't nobody around. I just went in there, got my stuff, and I was cool. Had on whatever I had on, and I went, did my business, and left. Then you go on a certain particular day and be like, whoa, this ain't the L.A. I was just at. It becomes the real L.A., the Los Angeles L.A., And now it's even worse. I mean, they downtown too. LA, they in Hollywood too. That's why out here in Cali, we call Hollywood Holly Watts. That's meaning that it's pretty terrible over there. So when you go into Hollywood thinking you're going to see the Hollywood sign and the stars, walking on the stars on the sidewalks, it's some of them hardheads out there walking on them sidewalks too, checking you out, trying to see about a come up. You see what just happened in Beverly Hills? Inside of a restaurant. They was jackers, whoever they was. They knew a $500,000 watch when they seen it. The average person don't even know what a $500,000 watch look like. So that mean they been on they lick game. They been putting them licks down, whoever that was. Yeah, even though it was kind of botched and they shot a lady, but they did know what that jewelry looked like. So some of these young criminals, they advance. They know what jewelry look like. They know what some of that real stuff look like. And they be out there lurking. And that's why I say to anybody, you come to LA, you be careful, man, because it's a dangerous place. Get your ghetto tour guide. Somebody that's going to make sure you go to the safe spots. Somebody that's going to guide you through that place, man. I see people all the time on the social media. Oh, I'm in LA. And they clowning, popping. But that's that day. You can be at them spots one day and it'd be different. It'd be totally different another day. How do I know? Because it's happened to me before. Everybody out in LA, it's happened to us before. We done been at spots, whether you was messing with some chick or whatever, you done went to some neighborhood, everything was cool, nobody was out. You went, you came, you left. You might have went a few times. But then you went on one particular day and all hell broke loose. And this is just another one of those cases. You know, it has a lot of similarity to the regular standard cases that people don't take LA lightly. Don't take California lightly. Don't take none of these big cities lightly. Because in these big cities, it can get sticky for you real fast. You know, it's a blessing nobody got killed. But it just goes to show you, it don't matter where you at. And it also brings me to another thing. How they're in the Bay Area, they're robbing Asian people. That's another thing that shows you it's not a hate crime. It might be a hungry crime. Maybe people out here hungry and they trying to get to it the way they get to it. You know, and at the same time, too, you got to think about it. You got bad people in every race that do bad things. And that's just the bottom line. Now we see going out to eat ain't even safe, which is something I've been new. You got to keep your eyes on the swivel, family. I keep telling y'all, you got to be safe when you're out here. You got to watch your surroundings, 360 degrees awareness, 720 if you can. You got to be careful out here. And with that, I'm saying, be safe while you're out here. Watch yourself going and coming. And this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.